Greetings and welcome to another Silver Seeker video. In this video today, guys, we are going to be taking a look at this US 20th century type coin collection that I just recently picked up. I haven't shared with anyone yet. Wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it. We're going to tell you in this video a little bit of the history about how I got it. Additionally, we're going to look at the front and the back of the coins. And trust me, guys, if you are into toners like this Franklin right here at all, you definitely want to watch this video. When we get to the reverse of this set, you are going to be absolutely blown away, and it will not be long. So guys, what we're going to do, as you can see, there is a major reflection, my studio lighting and everything in this set. We don't want to look at that, so we're going to flip this thing over. We're going to go ahead and take the back of it off. And while we do that, guys, I just want to let you know that if you are new to this channel and you want to see more videos like this about silver, gold, stacking, and more, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss future updates. Now let's get this back off. Okay, so I have removed the back of the set, and as you can see, we actually lost a coin that fell out of the hole. So we need to be careful because these things are not very well in here. We also don't want the frame to be scratching the coins as it comes out. So we were able to do that and keep it from getting scratched up. Now that we have it out of the set, let's take this 1945 Walking Liberty half dollar and get it right back into the set. And then we're going to take a very up close look at this. So what we'll do, so we're not holding it and watching more coins fall out, we're going to get the camera nice and close. Okay, so we are nice and close up on the set. Let's take a look at some of these coins, guys. And like I said, if you like toners, wait till you see some of these, especially on the reverse. You can see we got some easy stuff. So in 1907 Indian, we got a 1943 D steel cent. If we slide it over to this side, you can see we have a 1989 Lincoln set. Now, one thing I want to talk about with this set is they should have included a zinc and a copper. So this spot right here would have a zinc or a copper in it. Anything from, 59 to 81, or half of what was in 82 was copper, and then halfway through 82 they started making them in zinc, copper plating them, and that's what we have here is a zinc one. So I do wish for a 20th century type coin they would have had an extra slot here for zinc and for copper, but that's okay. That's being really nitpicky. You can see we have a 1952 D wheat cent there, so nothing major in that. Flipping over to this side, you can see we have our 1907 Liberty nickel. We have a 1912 Barber dime. We have it looks like a 1943 Mercury dime. We have ourselves a 1964 Roosevelt dime, a 1988 D Roosevelt dime. That one there is not silver, that one is silver, so another reason I think they should have included the zinc and the copper. And then we have our Jefferson nickel that's not silver, and then we have another Jefferson nickel that is silver, so we have a war nickel. It says 38 through, and okay, never mind, I read that, I was reading up top, so 42 to 45. Of course, as you know, in 42, half of them were silver, half of them were not. That's the year they switched over. Taking a look at our Washington quarters, we have a clad, and we have a 90% silver right there. Very, very beautiful coins, but, so far we haven't seen anything that's worth more than silver. And of course, if we take a look at our Standing Liberty quarter, it's a 1929, it's pretty heavily circulated, that's about a VG, maybe a fine, but I think VG, yeah, if you look at the rim, that's a VG. It's not even above a VG. And we have a 1935 buff fellow, a very buff fellow who he is. He did a lot of workout. All right, here we go. So we got a 1912 Barber quarter, has the rim worn down into In God We Trust. So at that point, it's not really going to be worth anything more than melt, as well as our 1906 Barber half. This one's going to be worth a little bit more than melt, but it's not going to be anything major. Either way, it's silver. And speaking of silver, again, we're going to talk to you about how I picked up the set, and we'll talk about how I got it, like how cheaply I got it. And it wasn't super cheap, but it was cheaper than it should have been, in my opinion. We have a 1945 Walking Liberty half dollar. And then, of course, we have a 1963 Franklin half dollar right there. Now, let's go ahead and lift this and tilt this Franklin just a little bit in the camera. Take a look at that really, really gorgeous tone going on in this Franklin. That is absolutely insane. And then if we look at it, we got ourselves a bicentennial quarter. And then we also have a bicentennial Kennedy half dollar. Neither of these are silver. They did make these in both silver and 40% silver and clad. These are both the clad versions. And of course, we have a 1974 Kennedy, 1979 Susan B. Anthony. So they made those in 79, 80, 81, and 99. And something you'll notice really fast, if we go back to the quarters, they have the bicentennial quarter here, and they have the Washington quarters up here, but they don't actually have a state quarter. And the state quarter would be considered a 20th century type coin, since the first one was in 1999, but again, that's being pretty nitpicky, and this set was probably put together well before 1999, just based on what you're seeing in here. I've seen nothing newer than like in the 1980s. So if we keep on sliding it over, you can see we have a very nice starting to rainbow tone 40% silver 1967 Kennedy there. That one is really nice. And of course, a 1964 Kennedy, if you look right here, it actually has some rainbow tone going on to it as well. And then flipping down into the bottom of this, we have our 1921 Morgan silver dollar. This one right there is absolutely gorgeous as far as the toning is concerned, but as you can see, it is circulated. So circulated Morgans aren't really anything super special. Additionally, that looks like it may have been dipped a long time ago, and that's okay. Now, taking a look at our Peace Dollar, this Peace Dollar is very, very gorgeous. Take a look at that as we tilt it. We'll go ahead and lift it up in the back as well, tilt it in the light right there. Look at that tone going on in that 1922 Peace Dollar. That is beautiful. And if we look at our 1977 Ike, you can see we have somebody's fingerprints on there as well. Maybe we can run those and see what we have. And we have a bicentennial Ike as well. So no 40% silver Ikes, no 40% silver, bicentennial Kennedy, and no 40% silver Washington Quarter. And maybe the Washington Quarter should have been at least considered as well, just because the only time it was ever 40% was 1976 and the bicentennial 3-piece set. All right, so I promised you something amazing earlier in this video in regards to the reverse of the set. So let's go ahead and bring the camera out just a little bit now that we can kind of see the set in its whole glory here. And I want to show you something on the back of this, and we're going to explain how this happened as well. So let's take a look. We're going to gently flip this over because I really don't want these coins falling out. Oh, look at the Franklin. Look at the back of the silver dimes. So that's your silver Roosevelt dime. That's your Mercury, of course. Look at this Franklin, guys. Unbelievable. Take a look at the Peace Dollar. That is unreal. Take a look at the Kennedys. You got your 40 and your 90. Look at the 90 with that purple there. Look at that Peace Dollar. Look at that Franklin. Oh man, let's get a little bit closer. Let's zoom back in so you can take a little bit closer look at this. You guys, I'm telling you, this is incredible. All right, take a look at that, guys. Oh my goodness, that Franklin right there, that tone is absolutely bonkers. That just blew me away. When I first took the back of this set off, I was floored. I could not believe it. And if you look at this $50, the Walking Liberty, there's a little bit of tone going on down there in the field as well, but as you can see, it's so circulated, no tone happened on the circulated portion of the coin. So the toning was really only happening on top of the luster. And then over here at our 64 Kennedy, take a look at that. And then look at our Peace Dollar up close. Oh, that's ridiculous. Never seen anything like that. That is so cool. So what happened here? Well, I don't exactly know when this set was put inside this frame, but as you can see, this was put on the back of the coins to hold them in place inside of the frame. And so what happened is the chemicals inside of this cardboard, along with the fact that a little bit of air was probably able to get under this cardboard right here, would cause the toning to happen on the silver coins. And so again, it's just a combination of the chemicals inside of this and the air getting inside over the years that caused it to do that. It's just like what's in this piece of paper right here. If you leave them in these too long, they will start to tone up. Same thing with the cardboard. So that is really cool, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. The reverse of this set, I mean, again, that I just never seen anything like that. That is just so gorgeous. I mean, I have, that's a lie. I have seen things like that, but I've never had one this profound, especially right here with our Franklin. That is just insane. The 2 dimes, the half, the Peace Dollar, that thing is just really, really cool. And we know it happened naturally, technically naturally, because it naturally happened inside of this over time, but it wasn't done artificially, with chemicals really quick. This happened over years, and that was really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing back in here because, of course, we want to preserve this. I'm gonna actually hang this on my wall, and I promised you guys I would tell you how I picked this up. So I actually picked this up at an estate buyer's sale. There's a couple of estate buyers that are in the area that I live in. One of them actually runs a shop, and so what they do is, they'll buy up estates. Of course, they'll buy things across the counter. They'll buy things directly from people as well, but they'll buy up estates, and then inside their shop, they'll list all the stuff that they have in the estates. They'll put all the stuff that they find that's of value. They'll put it up for sale in the estate, in their estate site, or on their store, I should say, and sell it to people that walk through the door and whatnot. and they got some coins in this last collection, and I picked this up. And what was really cool about the set is after you subtract the face value of the $2, the $3, the two $half, the couple of non-silver quarters, the dime, things like that. After you subtract those from what this all melts for, I actually got this back of melt. Very, very little back of melt, but back of melt nonetheless, after you subtract the face value of the coin. So I don't know if they didn't know that silver has went up recently, or if they just undervalued the set completely off the bat. I have no idea. But I was able to pick it up for an incredible price, and I'm so happy to have it. And I'm sure you guys have seen my videos where I'm sitting in the camera and, my background where I have all the coin things on the wall. Next time I update that background photo, you can be guaranteed that this will be in it, because this is going on my wall, and we're going to let those things continue to tone over time. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you guys are new here, before you go, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future notifications and videos when I upload them. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of my awesome channel members on the right hand of the screen right now. Thank you guys for making videos like this possible. We will see you next time.